Welcome to the afters. Uncut bonus content for our best friends behind the paywall. This week we are fucking around and getting silly with Jimmy and Larry.
Why you say? What did Maxo inspire you to croon out?
I'm feeling queamy. I'm feeling creamy.
That was a great pod, but he had one moment right at the end when he's doing his social handles where he said Maxo Kream, pause. Yeah, like it's your name. But it's like you picked the name.
Yeah. Do you have to say pause every time you say your name? Like you're signing like a government. Well, I guess his government isn't Maxo Kream, but he's signing like signatures like Maxo Kream pause, Maxo Kream pause.
But it's like you picked Maxo Kream as your moniker. So it's like if you thought it was zesty and required a pause, maybe pick a different name. But you know what? What a fucking guy.
Yeah. Great episode with Maxo Kream.
Classic.
Give that a listen. It came out yesterday. It came out tomorrow.
The album is really fucking good.
You've heard the whole album? I have it right here. It is really good.
Yeah.
For shit show, which is a phrase that he was uttering many times, both on mic and off. That's a song title.
How do you not know who Zero is? Or you've never even heard of him?
No. Why are you challenging my rap bona fides?
Why are you challenging whether or not I listened to the album?
Because you didn't. That's fine.
I listened to the songs.
You know what? I forgot that you weren't on the email. And so that you weren't on the email. So you never got the link. And I should have shared it with you. But I assumed that you were on the email, but you weren't.
When I say the album is really good, I mean all of the songs that are publicly available ahead of the release that are on Apple Music, which is the streaming service that I use, are all fantastic. I listened to all of them multiple times on the fucking way here because I think only 5 are available.
You did your research and they're train right over.
Yo, listen, if I'm nothing, I am thorough. Is that what's something? If I am anything, I am thorough.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
No, you're not thorough. Let's get into a fit check.
That's the joke. Why don't you start us off, dude?
All right. On the feet, I am wearing a little hiker situation from Haven X Tarvas.
Mm-hmm.
The Canadian homies, another brand featured in my opus about inline private retailer, inline private labels. Haven signed this little hairy brown suede situation with Tarvas, some legendary shoemakers, some indie boys. I don't know where they're from, actually. I've chatted with them a bunch. Damn, I feel bad now.
The first time I ever heard of Tarvas is they did an engineered garment collaboration.
There you go.
And that's how I would.
Oh, they're based in Helsinki, Finland. There you go.
Ooh.
So 2 gorped out snow-filled countries coming together to produce. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I know that like the hiker sneaker, and I know we're going to talk about it, is like having a moment, or like the kind of like low profile hiker.
For sure.
I have not been a fan of a lot of them.
For shit show?
For shit show. For shit showly not.
Like shit show or show?
For shit show. Like for show, but for shit show.
For showly.
Sure. For showly. Yeah, like a lot of them where they just kind of like hack the top off and it's, whoa, Jesus. I don't want to name any names, but I'm seeing a lot of like on the Twitter Zood boards, just like, yo, boot brand X whatever.
Yo, and honestly, normally like we have, I was gonna say love-hate, but more of a hate relationship with the subhumans on the subreddit. That brand that you're talking about, which I honestly don't even know the name of, that's a Taobao shoe that they just are selling. It's not even like, it's like a piece of garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about
So don't buy those, even though they're pretty fucking cheap because they're apparently garbage.
I'm talking about a red, blue, and white American-made boot company that has been around forever. That they recently were like on. I mean, again, this is like.
I like that brand.
Yeah. So they did something and everyone's like losing their shit or whatever. This tweet is getting a lot of retweets. And I'm like, not for me. But for some reason, these hit. I think it's the hairy brown. I think it's the brown and black combination. I think it's the kind of like the nylon D-rings. It's the, or not D-rings.
That good splash guard.
The hairy suede, the splash guard. Yeah. So shout out all the boys at Haven and the Finnish homies.
J. Crew also did that low top hiker that like everyone was losing their shit over. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's just like the D rings and like the fat upper. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing with hiking boots. They are normally
the contrast metal D rings.
A hiking boot that is like not made like, because I have those for cap hip ones, the Slimers. that we've talked about before. They have that sole is like a purposely light sole, normally hiking boots. And I get why you would drop the top on the fucking coupe is because they're so fucking heavy. They are not practical to just be, fucking jaunting around in.
Yeah.
But with that said, I see what you're saying. A little speaking of love hate, a little love hate on the low top hike.
These are nice though, and also
those are great.
And also for some, like I think it's the hairy suede that I love. I love a hairy suede.
Yes, you do.
Call me George because the bush got me collapsing.
Off the top
call
or
me the twin
in the notes?
Call me the Twin Towers because the bush got me collapsing. No, I saw it on Twitter. And then another one's like, I must be a child left behind. How the bush got me acting stupid.
Wow, that's fucking good, dude.
Another, yeah. A lot of ways to go with the bush.
X good again? Question mark.
Huh?
X.com good again?
X
question mark.
Always been good. I think Twitter I think Twitter is my number one social media app.
Is it called the For You page? Like, or the suggested?
Yes. Yeah.
Has it been completely fucking algoed into like insane,
like I said,
red state racism?
It is porn. No, not so much. Not so much.
I'm getting fed shit that I'm like, listen.
And what does that tell you about yourself?
See, but that's what I'm saying. I know what's in my heart, dude.
Well, I was getting that a little bit after the election, and like some of it's funny, but then if you don't engage with it, like it'll eventually
I hope so. I'm not engaging with it. I promise.
But like I said, I'm only getting porn and Russian soldiers being droned to death.
Right. Or like something good, like a good one I saw yesterday is My Body, Dua Lipa's Choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It is like the shit. If you go viral now, everyone sees your tweet. Like that's just like how the algo. Let me clarify. I mean, like back in the day, if you would have had like a banger, like you go platinum, you're like, oh, I got 1,000 likes. That's a good joke. Every tweet that's like a banger, whether it's the whatever, I feel like what is it? No Child Left Behind because the bush got me going stupid, whatever that, or like Dua Lipa, it's like 100,000 likes. That's what I mean. Yeah. So when I say everyone, I mean like everybody on the platform.
It's because of the bots. But yeah, this hairy suede got me going crazy. Nice little contrast. That's all. The socks are, I don't know. I did a little sock audit because I had way too many socks and I forgot I had these little like kind of, subtle-ish tie-dyes. I don't know who makes these. Shout out to the creators. The jeans are Orly. The t-shirt is shout out the Stock Homies. Congrats again on the LVMH LV bag. Our Legacy X throwing fits. Never forget that we collaborated with Our Legacy.
Yes, sir.
They will again soon.
Fingers crossed, inshallah.
The hoodie is Stussy workwear.
Yeah. But I think
Stolen Valor shit.
Yeah, but I mean
quality workwear.
Ooh, quality workwear. That's not like actual subline. They just like slap that on any kind of like, fake car.
Yeah, and I was drilling. I was drilling on Sunday. I hung a Noguchi lamp.
So
I relocated a sconce from In Common With. I moved some shit around.
What is In Common With me?
It's a lighting company. It's really good.
I saw that on your close friends, and
why would you out my close friends like that? That's not cool.
Fuck. I was just gonna say. So that sent a message to me to not bring it up when we did like the boys only if it wasn't something that you were gonna bring up. But that's what that was the work you were doing. You were moving a sconce
and hanging a ceiling lamp.
But by trying to be polite and waiting for you to mention it first, there's people listening that are like, I thought I was on his close friends, or I thought he never used it.
No, not that. It's like, oh wow, he post him drilling on his close friends.
Well, I mean, you're a driller.
I'm not gonna lie. I did have to Google most violent drill artists.
Who won?
Oh man,
is it people you knew, or was it a new name?
No,
was it
no?
Okay.
Who won? It was like a compilation record. It was like 7 dudes on one song.
Now that's what I call violent drill music volume 1.
It was Drenched featuring Jay Gelato, Bari something.
Weiss.
Featuring Bari Weiss. Wait, how do I
She's
get
got
this
some
out to
violent
Spotify?
opinions. I don't know, dude. Can you get Spotify?
But it's the main artists are Kyle Rich, KJ Swervo, and Kai Swervo. So shout out the Swervo gang.
The Swervo brothers.
Swervo brothers.
The Super Swervo brothers. The Swervo Mario brothers.
Says my profile song. What? Hell no. Just a very violent song because I was drilling. Get it? Yes, this is the Stussy hoodie. The hat is Judy Nicholson. The bracelet is Jill Sander. Oh, the leather gloves. Let's talk about leather gloves for a second. I feel like gloves is an underutilized accessory
because you were biking in this kind of like borderline. Well, it's about to get real cold. I feel like tonight.
Yeah, and I'm biking home with these, so I had to bust them out. But the Our Legace Emporio Armani,
great gloves,
leather gloves, looking like fucking
OJ.
Hoj.
Got it.
Hoj, not a simp, son.
Wow.
I think gloves are scary because like you always lose them. Once you lose one, like you're fucked, right?
Yep.
The one unfortunate thing about these is because they're leather, I can't like use my phone on them.
So I was gonna say, isn't that kind of like if I'm putting myself into the Jimmy mindset, isn't that a good thing? Just another reason to like stay off the phone and just live in the moment?
Well, no, because when you're biking, you kind of want to pull out your phone and be able to like look at the map or like answer text while you're
But
biking.
if you know, but this is a route in this specific case from your home to the office that you've done a million times.
Yes. 1,000,001 now. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, these gloves are going to keep me off my phone. No, I'm just saying that it's another accessory that I feel like is underutilized in kind of like our world.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not a big glove guy. When anyone ever,
Well, you used to back in your hashtag menswear days. I know you did the glove thing where you like had them sticking out of your pocket.
oh, or yeah, like a little,
Or in the fucking breast pocket.
I've done it.
God,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yikes.
If I'm nothing, I'm thorough.
What would Playboy Cardi say? When his stylist pulls up with gloves in the breast pocket.
Whenever anyone asks me for a glove rack, I always hit them with the there's a million options, but that classic yellow deerskin throwback to fucking Boys Only, just supple and soft, and that nice little pop of yellow.
From what company?
So it's like, I guess it's a traditional style that comes from somewhere in Scandinavia that like,
I was gonna say Norse Projects, I think is the one that I remember the most.
Yeah, there's like literally, and I tell people you don't even need a brand because just Google yellow deerskin gloves and they're available at like every price point, no to man.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I should like, if you want to, you can, I think, get some copper wire custom like enmeshed in the finger. So if you really need to be able to swipe, that's all it takes.
Really, they don't just sell like a thing that you could just like adhere
like
to
the finger condom.
Yeah, no, or just something to like a little dot or something. They can throw on
Listen,
there.
I'm on my workwear shit. I'm gonna put on some KJ Swervo and I'm gonna hand sew some copper wire into my Armani Legace gloves. The sunglasses are Eckhouse Lada. The panties are Hanes boxers, and sipping on 750 milliliters of Lord Side's finest. Lawrence?
So I busted out my Salomon X Alp LTR. These are like, what do you say, a hiking sneaker?
Yeah.
And I had them on
like
ice.
Especially with like the lace detailing.
Shout out Oliver from Hip. These were a gift from Hip Store. Not a collab, but just like, I guess they had Solomon Secede. And I was inspired. And it's funny that you talk about the low profile hiker. I've definitely seen that. Definitely an extension of like the hiking boot trend that is continuing from last year. I believe this is ground we have covered, no pun intended. But shooting as much as we have with our new director friend, Andy, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's always wearing Scarpa, like hiking sneakers. And there's a lot of brands that like, whether it's Scarpa or La Sportiva or these kind of like, you know, less popular Salomon styles that are probably like, I don't know if you would call them trail shoes or hiking sneakers, but seeing him like wear them with like shorts or jeans definitely inspired me to like just kind of pull these out of like a giant stack that I have and be like, you know what, with some baggy jeans, I think these would like look fucking cool.
Interesting. Well, first of all, I think the genre that you're maybe talking about is called approach shoes, which is like,
there you go.
It's a climbing thing. So Scarpa, La Sportiva, they make climbing shoes, and approach shoes are what you're supposed to wear when you're approaching the mountain.
Right.
Like it's a quite literal term. They're supposed to be super comfortable, but also like kind of hardy enough to stand up to like, I don't know, just walking down a trail.
Yeah.
Like a Larry type hike, not like a real hike.
Yes, exactly. I'm a big fan. I feel like I've been killed by Andy.
So they're like they're supposed to be super comfortable, but also sturdy. What was the second one I was gonna make? Oh, funnily enough, before I bust these out, I almost wore, and I talked about these when I went upstate and went on an actual hike. I was thinking about wearing Salomons myself,
like
the ACS Pro Goji
Advanced.
Berries. Yeah,
Pro Advanced.
Advanced.
So, and that's it's funny you bring that up because like Salomons are obviously like so fucking popular, and I think even like
yes and no.
You think in the where people have like moved past the XT6 and
yeah,
really
in terms of like the hot girl sneaker, like it was the XT6, then it was the Samba, then the Gazelle, now it's the fucking Puma Speed Cat, and I guess I'm forgetting the Onitsuka Tiger, Maxo 66. So in terms of like the casual Salomon, like, you know, hiking down to the coffee shop to get a cortado, that is done. And so that, to me, being a fucking narcissist is like, oh, well, now that is no longer the cool guy, cool girl sneaker, I'm more comfortable wearing that in a situation where I'm taking a city bike from Greenpoint to the Lower East Side.
Totally. The way that
so it's funny. Like, I almost wore mine, and when I walked in and saw you wearing yours, I was like, oh, yeah, interesting.
I think we're on the same wavelength. My thing is that like whether or not we're in that post hot girl Salomon XT6 moment or not, my thing is like at this point, if it's Salomon with like that pole lacing and the lace garage that nobody uses because they don't fucking understand what shoes they're wearing and they let their fucking laces flap in the wind.
I think it looks better with the laces flapping in the wind like a bird.
Listen, if I'm a firm believer of, if there's a lace garage, please double parallel park those motherfuckers sideways in the lace garage. That's why it's there. These, and the reason I'm wearing them is because this is just a normal fucking lace.
Are you double knotted?
No.
Damn, those loops looking a bit goofy. Larry.
These are goofy loops.
Let me see.
Bro, these are normal.
Goofy, loopy. I can't see.
Okay.
I can't see.
Sorry, dude. Okay. Those are normal size loops.
Can you slip these on and off?
Well, my left ankle is bandaged. I mean, I'm pretty.
Let me see your right ankle.
Let
me see. Which one is hurt?
This is the hurt one.
Let me see the non-hurt one.
No, I mean, these are on pretty tight. Okay, cool.
If it was double knotted.
Oh my God, bro. Thanks.
If it was double knotted, I couldn't have done that.
Sick prank, dude. So the reason that I gravitated towards these is because, I think it's not that type of Salomon. And I kind of was like, you know what? I think they deserve a run. So here we are. The socks are Manresa. The jeans are MF Pen. The pleaser is Cortez. The giant ski neck quarter zip, I believe is the term. Shout out Jeremy's J. Crew shopping series. I think he just ID'd this type of thing.
That's your crew?
No, this is Studio Nicholson.
Okay.
But Jeremy was wearing a J. Crew. He interviewed Avery Trufelman for his for his shopping show on J. Crew, and he was wearing a similar thing. And much like Avery, I had no idea. I guess this is what he called like a ski neck. But this shit fucking, I mean, bro.
Damn.
I think I've done that on pod before, but
I feel like
check this out, bro.
I feel like normally with you it's a ski nose, not necessarily a ski neck. Getting muffed up.
Like if you're going skiing, this like would really protect you.
You look like an uncircumcised cock.
Thank you.
Yes.
Someone
asked if on the last episode you're wearing a Henley. That was just fact that they are blind.
I was like, it has a collar.
Yeah.
It's a polo.
Yeah.
I saw that. Well, you know what? That's what you can expect from X.com.
Oh, was it a Twitter?
That was a Twitter reply.
X user? Okay.
Yeah. A Henley with a collar. I believe that's called a polo, my friend.
That's a shirt.
The hat.
The only Henley we fuck with is Don.
The hat. What is the hat? Oh, Small Talk. Small Talk Studios hat. Rolling on the wrist, wedding ring on the thingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, Zins, Celsius, Lower East Side's finest in the hydro flask. And I believe, and I'm wearing, because I'm a company man, I got my Skims on.
Skims on hims.
Skims on, but they look like drawers.
Dude, I got to start thinking of a different way to ask rappers what panties they're wearing.
No, see, you say that and you always act shocked. It's like, you wrote the zesty question. You're going to get the zesty
the panties
answer.
Asking the panties in the fit check is it's the only constant that I'm aware of in this world at this point.
I like how he tried to like throw it back in your face, but then was like, but I only wear Supreme underwear. So it's like, we got the answer regardless.
Yeah.
Shout out Maxo.
Shout out Maxo Kream. So I don't know if people know this, but I think we say no to a lot of musicians and rappers because like ultimately they're not that interesting in my humble opinion. And I think you would agree.
Yes.
And Maxo, when it came across our desk, I guess my desk, you're not an email, I was like, yo, yeah.
100%. Underrated as fuck.
Underrated as fuck. Musically, I think like his earlier music made like some noise, but it is interesting that he is part of this like Houston moment with Big X the Plug, that Mexican OT, just carrying the torch from like all the OGs and legends that he mentioned.
He named so many good rappers.
So many, yeah, you kind of forget. But he's just the best. He's mad funny. Definitely, he's very, very high,
dude,
because he smokes bongs.
Yeah, and I think it got brought up a little bit, but yeah, he came in immediately, was like, can I smoke? And you were like, no, you can't.
No.
Sorry,
he said,
bro.
He knew, no. I told the guy, because I know he's a huge smoker. I told the publicist ahead of time, I was like, yo, FYI, we can't smoke in here.
Well, he's an entrepreneur, so he's just working. For him,
it's a business expense.
Yeah.
So that's why he said, I know, and he's very polite. He's like, I know we can't smoke in here, so I got mad high in the car before coming in.
I got it. Yeah.
But yo, if you're a driver, if you're like a private driver, like that just comes with the job, right? You just know that you're going to get fucked up second or, very, very, very blazed off the secondhand smoke.
Yeah, not to like generalize, but if you're a private driver and you're making your living.
Is that dangerous though? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Windows down in this weather. crack it at least. But my thing is like, yo, you book Maxo Kream, you're on call, you're getting your bag
Yeah, but
as
that's
a
not
driver.
that's not the driver's choice.
You have
to
to
company.
But I think we don't know. Could be a private sitch. That's
true.
not part of some bigger fleet and conglomerate. But I think you have to know that like you're getting your bag, but some of that money's going to go to completely fucking airing out this fucking whip, right?
Are you a bongsman?
No, dude.
No. Really? And you have bad experience with them?
No, it's just like, no, we did a lot of well, you mean like a glass bong or like even just a because we did gravity bongs a bunch in college. Like it's like to me, it's okay. Maybe this is going to show my fucking age or show my whole ass, but to me, it's like an immature way to smoke. Not even like a white boy way, just like a more of like a stupid young stoner way.
Versus it's definitely like a hey, let's get as high as possible way to smoke.
That
which is
too.
it was definitely a high school thing.
Yeah,
and also just like. Yeah, it's just like, yo, also it was easier. It's easier to smoke because the water cools down the smoke.
Sure.
Right? So you can inhale a lot more. You get like the huge fucking chamber, or I guess it depends on the size of the bong.
And if you have to like, if you're one of these guys like the smoking Olympics where it's like, you got to clear it because there's a crowd and everyone's fucking, clear it, then you're going to get too high.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
But he does blunts in the bong, you're saying?
Yeah, he takes like the backwood. Why is that bad?
No, I just mean like, sorry, so bad in that like that would put me to fucking into a coma.
I don't think it being in a blunt makes it more
the blunt wrap, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, okay,
it's
yeah.
a tobacco leaf,
bro. You go through what's 11 times 20? You go through 210 milligrams of nicotine straight to your fucking bloodstream a day.
No, that's why I like the 11. It actually like
200. Okay, yeah, 11.
Okay, well, okay, no. If I did a tin of 6 milligrams, so six times 20,
but you do
120 grams.
11 times milligrams. 20 is 220 milligrams.
Yeah, but I'm not doing a full tin of the 11 in a day. That's just too much.
How many 11s do you do in a day?
This is still okay. Well, I can do the math real quick. Hold on 1 second. Had 2 on pod. I had 1 before leaving the house. There are 2 left, so that's okay. Maybe let's call it 15.
Okay,
in a day.
You want to know how much nicotine is in a blunt, in a cigar wrapper?
Tell me.
1.2 to 6 milligrams.
Okay,
so one blunt, the tobacco in one blunt is 1 zin.
Yeah, but
so you're having 20 blunts?
No, I'm having that amount of nicotine, but no tobacco.
Okay.
See, there's a difference here. I've gone tobacco free in my life, not nicotine free, tobacco free. So there is a difference.
Okay.
Not to be a fucking nerd.
I was looking at nicotine. You're right.
Yeah. But no, you're right. I am fucking fully addicted to nicotine.
Nicotine, the addictive component of tobacco.
Yeah. I just, for me, it's like, damn, you're already smoking bongs and we're adding a blunt to the equation. It's
I think the smoke cools. I think the smoke, the water filters out the impurities from the smoke.
You ever do like an ice catcher in a bong? Like where you can put the ice and make it even colder? That is very nice.
Yeah.
I get that.
Bongs for sure. I mean, look, it's this thing. It's a way to like smoke as much as possible, I guess. Which if that's what you want to do, that's I guess bongs are like the smart way, the thinking man's puff piece.
Do you even do weed anymore?
Not really. No. I mean, just thinking back on like bongs is like such a high school thing, and then like think back, like he was like, yeah, I take this water bottle to make a bong out of it. It's like, yeah, that was also some MacGyver shit in high school. Where it's like smoking out of soda cans, smoking out of apples, building pipes was like a thing. Where like I would go in my parents' house, I would like go to the sinks, and like unscrew where the water comes out and take the little screen, and like make like instead of just buying screens at a hardware store or like at a fucking tobacco store,
right?
The craziest thing I ever smoked, I don't know if most outlandish device. No, that almost happened one time, but the most outlandish device I used to smoke marijuana was a buddy of mine. We made a bong out of a Poland Spring bottle, like the ones we have here. And we were at his dad's place and we used silicone as caulking.
That is so
to like
bad.
Seal the where we like jabbed a hole into the bottle.
That can't be good for you.
For like the pipe. And the silicone caulking was too close to the bowl. And I don't think we waited for it to dry. So when we lit the bowl, the heat melted the silicone. So we're actually inhaling silicone vapor fumes as well as the weed. And that was like the most redacted I've ever been, I think, off smoking a ridiculous device that wasn't just like, I was like sitting in a chair, and I know that sounds so fucking high, dude. I was sitting in a chair, we were watching TV, and I felt like the chair was like slowly like the floor was like bending and the chair was like slowly going down. And then like to get myself out of it, I just started like smacking my face.
Jesus.
I thought I was just kind of going like this, but then my friend was like, yo, you were like wailing on yourself.
I'm not a scientist, but I feel like smoking crack would just be better for you than what you inhaled.
Smoking silicone?
Yeah,
probably.
Gotta be, right? Like that's like you were inhaling not that crack grows on Earth, but that's like just that's pure chemicals, dude. Like
I was smoking on that Chernobyl pack.
Woo. God damn, I wonder what kind of like permanent damage that may or may not have caused.
Probably a lot. Probably
that's why you double knot your shoes. Is because I'm smoking on that shit that made me double knot my laces, bro.
You pull that.
Okay, 1 second.
Pull that. Yeah.
Well,
no, I see you untying it.
Whoa.
No, you got pull this. You can only pull this.
No, well, I was just first of all, don't tell me how to fucking live my life. You know, it's actually really funny. I know it's not gonna work. Dude.
Exactly, bro. I have a fear of like loose like threads and shit getting caught.
Fear? Oh, sorry.
In my mind, like if I'm like next to the subway and the subway's moving, like something like getting caught in the subway and like ripping my leg off.
That is, that's scary.
Or if like I'm wearing a jacket and I'm biking next to a bus, like any like loose something that's like too loose, like this thread here, like getting caught in like the bus and it like because it's gonna take you under.
Yeah,
unless you shed it really quick. So that's why I double knot to keep the laces close to body
for peace of mind.
Well, when you're biking, that shit gets caught in the
ears.
You're right. You're fucked.
I get it. One thing that I do, and I don't, sometimes like we have a little like this little anecdote. I don't know if we're gonna talk about when I was just straight up lying to the publicist's face, and you're like, wait, what? Whatever, which we get into. But one thing that new listeners of the show might not know about me, and something that you definitely don't remember, the most redacted thing I do with my shoelaces is, to this day, as a 37-year-old man, if I'm nothing, I'm transparent as well as thorough. I bunny ears. Remember that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've talked about this before because it is definitely like the dumbest.
Yeah.
Like everyone has like that, maybe like there's a more efficient or like more adult way to like do a task or do something. But like I've just always bunny ears, and I'm being completely transparent with the audience. And that's how I tie my shoes. I think I could do it the other way.
Well, we'll find out because you got to retire.
I do after you fucking pranked me, you asshole.
Speaking of trans, I think that's the first time the word, the H word was used in our podcast.
What H word?
Hermaphrodite.
Oh, when he's talking about hyenas.
I don't know if that checked out.
Well, he clearly had just watched.
Because everything on YouTube is so accurate.
No, but it was mad funny that he's like, I know mad shit about animals, and then
no, hyenas are not H words.
Okay. Wait, why? Isn't that a scientific?
Whoa, hold on. Spotted hyenas. All female spotted hyenas have penises.
That's what he's talking about.
Spotted hyenas.
He literally said what was funny to me, and before he kind of like got into his whole, the Maxo Kream zoology hour, was he goes, the differences between lions and hyenas. I'm like, yeah, bro,
they're different animals.
Yeah. But then like he clearly was making a point. He just had watched some type of, what's the guy who does the voiceovers, Sir
David
Attenborough. Yeah, he had just watched some fucking thing about clearly like the
No, he's watching Brian Fellows.
Yeah, he's watching, like I said,
all the hyenas got dicks.
The Lion King, dude.
Yeah.
Spotted hyenas, but he's not wrong. Wait, hermaphrodite. You keep saying H word. Is that not a scientific term? We're not talking about like the Jamie Lee Curtis fucking, urban legends. Is that not a scientific term? Like certain animals are that.
Here we go. Yes, hermaphrodite is considered a slur and is outdated and stigmatizing. The term intersex is used in its place.
Okay. All right. So you were correct as per usual. In terms of fucking PC Jimmy over here.
Fucking Hermie Larry over there. It is considered a slur when used against a human.
There you go. We're talking about hyenas. So, and again, not talking about an A-list, incredible, legendary film and TV actress.
I think we should continue to call it the H word.
Okay.
At least for now.
So spotted hyenas are intersex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just females.
You learn something new every
and
single day.
And they have penises that they pee out of. That is crazy. That is thank you, Maxo Kream.
They function.
They have urethras. Thank you, Maxo Kream, for bringing this factoid to light that we didn't know.
He was just literally he must have been in the car on the way over here high as hell watching a YouTube video specifically about spotted hyenas. That's what
for sure. For sure.
and said the word matriarch 30 times in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was cool though. That
Yeah.
he was like respecting it.
No, he clearly he's into animals. The Frenchie thing was sad to hear. And listen, I know I'm a statistic. I know people have a lot of opinions about Frenchies. I know you have strong opinions about Frenchies. I believe, what did you say?
What?
Frenchie, if Instagram, what do you want to say? If Instagram didn't exist, you were convinced that Frenchies wouldn't
As a species would not exist.
would not exist.
Yes.
As if they weren't fucking
They were bred for
the aristocracy many years ago.
They're bred for they
lap
no
dogs.
longer exist because they'd be
Right,
like,
right. They'd be extinct.
They shouldn't exist because they're diseased monsters. No offense to Georgie.
Yes. Maxos clearly were because he had to get rid of them. We found them a
They
better
were
home.
shitting blood.
Yeah, that's a tough look. What a
man.
guy. Honestly, I love nothing but one. He straight up said I'm black, which is sick.
Yeah, how did that make you feel?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is that of the pod, I'm the honorary Texan
Yeah, and
through marriage.
right.
Marriage.
I feel like sometimes I get called like the freak or the zesty one. And then sometimes I'm like I come off to like more down than you, but then other times like because sometimes you're like the wife guy and I get to be like the fun guy.
Right.
But this time as the Texan, and I mean it came when you called gravy dressing.
Stuffing. Dressing.
Stuffing. Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
that's and that's something that I obviously learned by marrying a Texan amongst many other things. But yeah, I think there's technically like a difference, but if you're like having Thanksgiving in Texas, there's not going to be some like, fucking cottage core ass, sourdough crouton base stuffing. It's going to be this more gelatinous dressing,
Right.
but there's still gravy. Right.
Stuffing and cranberry sauce, I'll take it out the box anytime or, over some fucking, homemade Tweed newsletter recipe.
Yeah.
Everything else, fine, whatever. Like, I'll take it either way. But the cranberry sauce out the jar, I want that shit still jiggling like a H-Town fucking booty.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we got to go to Houston and hang out with Maxo Kream.
That I have to say, of asking like when we do have a rapper on and we ask like what would be like the dream day in your city, that was the most thorough, most honest, best answer, and just made me think about how Houston or really honestly, any city with the right spirit guide could absolutely be paradise.
Yeah, I can't go out. I can't have the pregame end at midnight.
Yeah, that's rapper shit, dude.
No, it's like also like, vamp shit, party boy shit, but like lunch at like 4 p.m. I can't do that, bro.
No, yeah, that's yeah, I mean, also what we didn't establish is like, when did we wake up to like work out in this scenario? Were we waking up at fucking 2 p.m.?
Sounds like it.
Right.
Honestly. Well, I guess it depends on the night before, but
He's like, we're arriving at the strip club at 3 a.m.
can't do that.
Well, again, Maxo Kream could do that. I don't know if you and I could.
We're not.
What I didn't realize too is that there's this whole kind of influx of creators and entertainers and clout demons and chasers that have moved to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they've moved on from Atlanta. They're just working their way closer to Drake.
I think Atlanta's too expensive.
Yeah.
And probably too gentrified at this point. But I think it really is just that Atlanta has become like very, very gentrified and very expensive. And like all the Emory kids are now like, claiming zone 6. All the Emory kids are fucking valid with 1,017
Brick Squad. They're all YSL affiliates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Plus, like, I mean, Thug can't be in Atlanta anymore, so
maybe if you're Thug, do you move to Houston? No, you go to LA, right?
Yeah, you go to LA, I guess.
Not coming to New York. Oh, dude. Do you think you would be a good podcast? I mean, obviously it would be a dream,
Yeah,
but like,
absolutely. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I just feel like it's probably unlikely,
You
right?
could say slat so many times with impunity.
Really? Could you? Nah.
Could he?
It would get recorded and be on the record.
I know. All right. We got to go to LA. So this has been another episode of The Afters. Jeff, take us out.